relax. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated, but that only makes it better. And it's got me so fixated, and I'm not the type to wait around. I've never hesitated, but she's got me captivated. So the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. She got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. I heard you look good when you're undressed. I heard you like to get away. I heard you like to stay out late. I heard you had a couple boyfriends. I heard they didn't treat you right. I heard you're hated by your girlfriends, 'cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot, they say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she looks young, but say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out of control. And all the boys say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes and they'll cut you like a weapon. She's stuck in my mind like a bad obsession. Got bad intentions. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me.
While you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
Let's get into this, shall we? Tour Down Under. Welcome back to our PCM-Sim game Season 2. Here we have screen, where today we, like Ava has done, he has selected different variants for this season, so it won't be the same as last, and it won't necessarily be the 2024 version of the race. As you can see, for our Santos Tour Down Under, we have the 2021 edition. We have a start list selected. Let's get into it. Oh, one moment. Okay. Let's get the WorldTour chip up here. Okay. So here we have the start list for the teams that are participating. A few new teams, a few teams with new jerseys. As you can see, automatically stood out quick step now, but pink uniform. They're all hype, and with Remco leading the team Dimension Data, which used to be Team Q3 6.5, back to their old name, still led by Joe, South African registration. And you have Easy Post, Bahrain, Victorious, Bora, and Alpecin have their 2024 jerseys. Bahrain's pretty similar. Bauhaus, Gita, I guess, from Bora. Bora, of course, Polit, Kamna leading. Alpecin, Van der Poel, a few new signings in their team there. GW Shimano, same jersey as last year. They're keeping roughly the same. Dion Smith, Logan Curry, some new signings. Yeah, I think Van der Poel will win. I think he will win up Willunga. Did he win last year? I didn't follow it last year. Groupama FDJ, this time led by Michael Woods, who transferred across from Israel Premier Tech. Brian Kokard, their sprinter, and a few nice domestiques. HTC is the... what did Hellings used to be? Team Jaco Alula is now HTC Colombia, led with a complete rewrite of their team. Only a few riders from Oceania left, Chamberlain being one of them. They have Alaphilippe, Cavendish, Kron, pretty strong squad there. Ineos with their new jersey, they're roughly the same. Karel Vekic, I can see in statistics. Perfect. Oceanian races. That's what under. Van der Poel did win. He won stage 4 and 5 last year. Okay. Lidl Trek, same jersey as 2023 and 2024. They led by Martinez, who transfers across from Chris Harper. Quite a decently strong team there. The other Vekic is there. Lotto Destiny promoting from the Pro Tour up to World Tour, as with Dimension Data. They have a reasonable team. George Jackson as a sprinter, Better Seller as the all-rounder. Mapai, my squad. We used to be Israel Premier Tech, new complete sponsor. Tried to rewrite the team. Didn't particularly. But anyway, we're sending a reasonably strong squad. Youngles, strong. Bevan. You can see, we've got got 2 Neo Pros here in our squad. This stood out Quickstep with their jersey. Team Visma Lab, bright yellow colour for 2024. Led by Pedersen, Calzoni. Oh, really big sprinty squad, no really any climbers. And UAE Team Emirates, who missed putting their squad in on time. They've got the 2024 jersey. Their team got randomised, and they've got a bloody strong squad. Look at that, Almeida, Dunbar, Lopez, Van der Sande. Anyway, since we're simming it, we are black spoke for this bit here. First stage, reasonably flat, a few undulating hills, KOM point on offer. Who does the game say the favourite is? Pedersen, of course, Jakobsen, Bauhaus, Groves, Cavendish. Quite a decently strong list of sprinters here. Let's get into the actual racing bit. Welcome, Joe, welcome. Dimension Data's New Jersey is looking hot, I'll tell ya. Dun, 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 dun. I did a quick... Hey, Sean Collins. Hey, welcome. Anyway, I did a few 3D simulations of the final stage up Willunga Hill, and Van der Poel won twice. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully Van der Poel does not win again. Let's have a look at some of these new jerseys. Let's get this Black Smoke right at 2-0. Jumbo Visma at the front with their all yellow jersey. Bora, nice mix there. There's the classic Mapai. Dimension Data, of course, nice green. The pink standing out for Sudal Quickstep. Caden Groves, the Australian champion there. Other jerseys, GW Shimano, France champion, Madoua. There's HTC Colombia. We've missed seeing those jerseys here. New Bahrain, Victorious. Ineos jersey looking quite hot, if you ask me. Oop. There's been a small attack off the front. First attack of the World Tour season. Stoneham and Gotti Matej Vekic trying to get across. We'll wait and see what happens with the breakaway to see if anything is established. Our rider at the back should DNF shortly. Everyone's all kind of back together. We see an attack from the Neo Pro from Mapai, the rider from Kazakhstan. Rimke, can't remember. Wait till I not pronounce his name. Looks like the peloton is happy to let those two go. Another three riders trying to get in the breakaway, but Scott of Bahrain is not letting one of these riders go. I think it might be Vakic. See, he's looking quite strong there. Hello. Stage 6 stations in Colombia. Oh, I should have sent someone to Colombia, but I didn't. 10 race days, it wouldn't fit in my plan, unfortunately. Looks like a breakaway of 2 is getting away, and everyone else is content to let it happen. On the front, Soudal Quickstep, they'll be working for their sprinter. I think their sprinter is Jakobsen, of course, and they have Remco for the mountains. Big showing out for the first race of the season. Such as Remke and Guti Bonza. If anyone else knows pronounce his name, please let me know. Bahrain helping him with the pacing, so it's the 3 big teams here. Bahrain, Jumbo with their not so nice jersey this year, to be honest. Alpecin with the same jersey. They've got a new Israeli cyclist, Reisberg. GW Shimano, of course, promoting all the way from Conti all the way up to WorldTour. They've had to do a large restructuring in their team. Wait, what do you mean change in start list? The numbers are different because I only did one stage when I did that start list. I didn't do the start list for the whole race. But I hope the start list doesn't change. It shouldn't have changed. I haven't changed anything. Oh yeah, wasn't Higita the least rated? Yeah, that's because I didn't include the sprint stages, that's why. When I did that, so apologies. Probably I'll do that next time. Anyway, coming up to the only KOM point on offer. 7 points for the leader of the sprint. Who's it going to be? On paper, it looks like it could be either of them, to be honest. Although the Colombian has got better sprint and acceleration. But the Kazakhstani rider has got way better mountain. They're both just chilling here. Riding up the hill slowly. Attacked by the Colombian from Little Destiny. Can the Kazakh rider come round? The Kazakh rider comes round. And we will see Mapai in the KOM jersey after the first stage. Get in. Is anyone from the peloton going to go for these other 2 places on offer up this climb? Looks like Jumbo tried to do something with Mess Bonnet, but maybe he's just rolling through in the front. Callum Scott's in here for Soudal Quickstep. Looks like Jumbo's going to take 3rd with Bahrain 4th over that KOM point. Intermediate sprint is next on the cards. Two kilometers to the sprint point. All the sprinters getting lined up here at the front. Cavendish with HTC. What a superstar! I expect the Colombian here to do well, grab some bonus seconds. It is the rider from Mapai who launches first, but the rider from Lotto Destiny comes around on the right and he takes it. What's happening in the peloton? Bauhaus launches first. On the right is Dainese Jakobsen trying to get into the mix. He's coming in a bit late though, as Bauhaus takes the final bonus second on offer there. Cavendish trying to get up there. It's back to Jumbo. It's Visma Lisa bike, isn't it? Visma Lisa bike back on the front. Hey, Mika. Dun 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 dun. Our 2 lone leaders have a gap of 1 minute 17, so they will not be making it to the finish, but they'll most likely be making it to this next intermediate sprint. 3Ks to go for the breakaway to the intermediate sprint. I think it's going to be a Colombian master show again. The big rider from Colombia can easily outsprint the rider from Kazakh. There he is. They're both starting at the same time around the corner. Oh, it's neck and neck. This time it looks like the Mapai rider took it. In the peloton, Dainese takes the sprint ahead of everyone else. Let's just get confirmation of that second sprint. We are right, the rider from Mapai took that second sprint there. Oh, looks like the two riders in the breakaway are looking quite tired. Hopefully they can keep up with the peloton when they're caught. I don't want my Kazakh rider losing too much time. Cavendish sprint fraud. Oh, never mind, my Kazakh rider says stuff the peloton. I'm going to do a shitty attack, get a few hundred meters up the road and then die. Peloton's just slowly rolling them in now, as they know they can catch them. And everyone is back together in the Santos Tour Down Under with 40 kilometers to go. It looks like it's going to be a bunch sprint. Van der Poel here being protected by his teammate Fouché there, former New Zealand national champion. Still Visma Lisa bike on the front, Bahrain victorious also. Alpecin de Koenig now doing some work there for Van der Poel so that they don't get yelled at if he wins for not sharing in the pacemaking. Kilometers to go. We're getting a few sprint trains starting here now. We see the likes of Cockard, Van der Poel. If the Poel's on Van der Poel's wheel, we have Dainese on the left, Consone for UAE, Bellins for Destiny, is it? Surprised they're not working for George Jackson. The Kiwi, you think he'd be flying in this race. Geez, that yellow certainly does stand out. Of course, Mapai does not have a team. We're all the way back at the back, of course we are. But you see the three main trains now. We have the train for Pedersen, the train for Jakobsen, and the train for Bauhaus now. Geez, some really big trains here. Oh, there's Corbin Strong there for Mapai up in the front. 9 kilometers to go. We go up to times 1, and it looks like Calzone is going to try a cheeky attack, is he? As the front of the peloton's really stretched out. Pedersen now, Casper Pedersen by himself, as they are being collected by the Bahrain victorious train. Once again, Jonas Kirch tries to lead Pedersen into a nice spot. On the left hand side, the pink jerseys of Soudal Quickstep are getting squeezed a bit. 5 kilometers to go. We have Mayus here, Cavendish surfing the wheels, Bauhaus lost from Mayhofer. Caden Groves here for Ineos. Looks like he's also surfing the wheels. On the right hand side, Bora moving Dainese up. Pollitt is the lead out man there. Pollitt now on the front. Narsen up in the mix. Michael Hepburn for Trek. 1 kilometer to go. It's really so much blocking going on. On the right is Dainese. Dainese launches the sprint first. Can anyone come round him? Dainese with a powerful sprint to just ride away with it. Groves in second. As we see Cavendish taking his first podium of the season, third. Pedersen fourth. Quite a few riders finishing up here, and there have been no time gaps that I can see. Everyone finishing together. Last rider across the line, Mars Burnett. You're predicting a Billings win? You'd be wrong. I should have done a prediction. Oh, I'll do a prediction for the next stage. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, let's get this podium going for the first race of the series. There we are, Alberto Dainese with that powerful sprint. Dun, 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 dun. Cavalry has the bonus seconds, yeah. Anyway, there's our confirmation of our top 10. General classification, what does that look like? Overall, Dainese is in first. Caden Groves is in second. The two riders from the breakaway, third, fifth, and Cavendish in fifth. Bauhaus with that 1 bonus second he gained in the intermediate sprint. Then the best of the rest, Consoni, Mayus, and Ewan. Climber, of course, the rider from Mapai, Rudolf Remke. Look at that. Mapai GB, Mapai class, same thing. Looking good, and that polka dot jersey. Bonus classification, of course, Alberto Dainese winning the stage and best of the peloton in an intermediate sprint. Young rider is the rider from Colombia from the breakaway. He is tied equal with the Kazakh rider, followed by Corbin Strong, Syritsta, Evnopol, Mayhofer on the same time. Team classification, Sudal Quickstep in their bright pink, leading that. Export the stage. Let's get a screenshot before I forget. Santos Tour Down Under, stage 1. In general, of course, just these riders from the breakaway moving up and around. Stage 2. Another kind of undulating route this time. Well, pretty much another undulating route, 2 sprints, 1 KOM. Yes! Easy points for Mapai. Mapai gaining actual points. I do have faith in Youngles in the overall, but I think the AI will race for strong. GC Cav sitting in 4th. Great to see him after he initially was going to retire. Now riding in the 2024 peloton. I hope to see my Kazakh rider in the break, grabbing some more KOM points. That'd be great for our squad. Favourites again, Pedersen, Jakobsen, Bauhaus. Jeez, Dainese is not even on that list. Oh well, let me make a prediction early on. Let's go top 10. Top 10. I think Cav's going to win the second stage. That's what I think. Who's going to launch in the break? It is the Kazakh rider from Mapai in the breakaway once again. He is being joined by Stoneham trying once again, Vanderberg, Jonas Rickard from Dimension Data. Quite a decent sized breakaway this time. Oh, Thijs Ertz as well. 2 riders from Mapai in the breakaway, and the peloton is letting a decent sized breakaway go. Did Demar sprint last stage? I cannot recall, Mika. Apologies, I don't think I saw him up there. Look at this decent sized breakaway. Ho 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 ho. Breakaway, we have Oscar Chamberlain from HTC, Rickard and O'Brien from Dimension Data. Vandenberg from EF, we have Remke and Ertz from Mapai, Vakic from Trek, Lidl Trek. The leader of the young rider classification, the Colombian from Lotto Destiny in the breakaway, and 2 riders from Bora. We have Sowins and Stoneham. Who are you asking for? Dimar. Dimar finished in the 37th. Anyway, 10 riders in the breakaway. No one is actively chasing it down. Few riders decent in GC, of course. The 2 riders from yesterday's breakaway. With more riders in the break, I think we might see a new KOM leader. Dimar has GC KO syndrome. I think Vakic will be a hard one to beat. Possibly also Vandenberg. The gap is now up to 2.5 minutes. Peloton doesn't really care too much. Oh, 2 minutes 20, holding solid. They're not going to get too much more than this. KOM point coming up, 3 kilometers to go. Will we see the KOM jersey go for some more points there? Geez, that Mapai jersey is looking good. 1.6 Ks to go. Rickard leads the peloton up. O'Brien also up there. Oh no, the KOM classification leader is dead. Why are you dead? You're better than this guy at climbing. Oh well, Rickard is the first to launch. His teammate O'Brien hops onto his wheel on the right. It is Vandenberg trying to sprint for it. But Rickard takes maximum points there. As we see a few riders from the breakaway drop off the back. Stoneham, Remke and Chamberlain. Yeah, that is true. Why is Fouché not doing Fouché things? I think it's because he's working for Van der Poel, right? He's probably just working in the peloton. Anyway, we see Rickard getting the maximum points there, but on the classification standing, we still see Remke in the lead. So Mapai may be holding on to it just. Who gained points there? Rickard, Vandenberg, Vekic, and O'Brien. All new riders there. Who's driving at pace in the peloton? There's still Soudal, Quickstep, Bahrain, and Visma Lisa Bike. No sign of the race leader, Bora. There he is there, Dainese on the right hand side, being led out by Rex as he knows there's an intermediate sprint coming. But he shouldn't get any points as there is 10 riders in the breakaway. 1.3 Ks to the sprint point, 1 kilometer. Is someone going to launch a sprint? It is Ertz from Mapai who launches behind Vandenberg, Rickard and Vekic. Oh, there's a fall in the peloton. A big crash. Niels Pollitt, Gianni Moscon, Ritzter on the ground. They're all up and back. About to ride back into the peloton. Vanden Bosch for Bora. Keely Outman for Cavendish is down, and Gianni Moscon, of course. Groupama FDJ. Once again, these three riders are distanced at the sprint point. Just to reconfirm, Vandenberg took a hit of Rickard and Vekic. Vekic took it ahead of Ertz. What the hell? Bora has someone. Bora has two in the break. Well, they had two, one there and one here. It looks like these three riders here have been caught by the peloton. Remke has done his work for the day. Hopefully he can help position strong for a win. Don't know if the KOA will get rid of the climate classification. That's not important in the rest of the stage. Best young rider still up the road, a minute 10. These three riders are still on their way back from that fall. And they're back in the peloton. Just a breakaway, a minute up the road, 7 riders left. They're all just kind of flopping around on the road here. 4 kilometers to the intermediate sprint point. Look at the peloton's about to make the catch as we see Stoneham, who was in the initial breakaway, now working on the front to catch them. And they're all back together now. Pollitt doing some work on the front. He had a nasty fall earlier. Luckily he was able to remount quite easily. Dainese is just launching from 1.4 kilometers to go to the intermediate point. Pollitt is the one who tries to follow. Then he realizes his own team up the road, even though they look different. And Miss Bonnet, what a block to Jakobsen there, guaranteeing that Dainese took maximum points at this intermediate sprint. Jakobsen is on the radio to his team car asking for the commissaires to do something about that sprint. Unfortunately, nothing can be done. It's not 2023. Blocks are now allowed. Hold your line is just a recommendation in our world of PCM. 30 kilometers to go. The terrain's a bit undulating. It's going to be a descending finish with... Oh, it's a circuit race. Not too bad. Not too many corners. Peloton getting a little bit strung out at the back. Youngles, for some reason, chilling right at the back at the peloton. 10 kilometers to go. Let's slow down to times 2. 8 kilometers back down to times 1 as we see Bauhaus's train on the front. Sergio Higuita working hard for Bahrain. Harry Sweeney. Cavendish is on the back of Bauhaus. Michael Woods has fallen. The leader for Groupama, FDJ, is on the ground. He's on the ground for quite some time. Let's hope he can get back up. Michael Woods has abandoned the Tour Down Under. Groupama FDJ's leader is now out of the races. We're back at the front with 3 kilometers to go. Jakobsen is on the right hand side. His team's getting blocked once again. 2.3 kilometers to go. Ellie Garth on the right. Who did I say was the favourite? I said Cavendish was my favourite. Looks like Jakobsen's going for it. Cavendish on the right-hand side. Cavendish. Consoni on the left. It looks like it's going to be Jakobsen. He went early and he got it. Dainese takes second. And Cavendish another third place for him. Yeah, where is Dimar? Oh, there he is there. He beat Colin Strong. 16th this time. Two riders have dropped off the back. It is Felix Engelhardt and Cameron Scott. Two domestics there losing some time. The biggest loss of today, of course, Groupama FDJ losing Michael Woods. Confirmation, Sudal Quickstep taking another stage win, the only team with lowercase team code. Dainese, the latest leader in second, he will retain his lead most likely. Cavendish also up there again. Kev is doing awesome, Hillings. Like I said, GC still Dainese, he extends his lead. Jakobsen moves up into second, Kev to third, Groves into fourth, as we see the two riders from the day one breakaway down to fifth and sixth. Bauhaus in seventh. The rider from Mapai keeps the KOM jersey even after Ricard from Dimension Data is on the same number of points. Points classification, of course, Dainese keeps that. He now has a 14-point lead on Cavendish and 18-point lead on Jakobsen. Give him full captain role. Or an Alaphilippe. Young rider, of course, Jonathan Guebonza from Lotto Destiny. Same three at the front again. Rimke, then Strawn. Team classification, Alpecin de Koenig takes over from Sudal Quickstep. As we see a big changes in there. Yeah, DNFs and OTLs. It's alright, FDJ, not the end of the world, you still did. Who else is left in your team? Stage 2 results. Let's have a look who's here for Groupama FDJ. I mean, they've got Kokard, 12th in the sprint, Moscon, Lestra, Vronsky. Let's just confirm who lost time today. Then, of course, Cameron Scott, Felix Engelhardt. Overall, see a few changes, like we said, in the main screen, but Dainese keeps his lead in the points and the time classification. Cavendish will wear the points jersey tomorrow on behalf of Dainese. Remke still in the mountain, youth still Gueti Bonza, and team is for some reason now Ineos, even though God knows who the team actually is. Stage 3, we have an ascent of Corkscrew Road. This could go either way. It could be a sprint, could be a small select group finish. Van der Poel, of course, the favourite. Pedersen, Pidcock, Alaphilippe, Evenepoel, Beggioli, Ewan. A bit of mix of punchers, climbers, and sprinters. It is a bit of a shame for Groupama FDJ to lose their leader so early in the season. That will mean about, like the manager is saying, he'll have to redo the list for like 4 start lists. Can't see a gap happening. I see a gap happening. I see there being some bullshit blocks on that hill. And I see a gap happening. I see a small bunch of 7 riders getting away. I'm not sure who will take it. Probably Van der Poel, to be honest. Pidcock. I'm going to go for Van der Poel. Van der Poel and a breakaway. Oh, break, a break of 7 riders. Cavendish in that points jersey, of course, on behalf of Dainese Mapai in the KOM jersey. We're going to see an attack from Remke once again. There is a decently sized hill to begin with, 2 sprint points. The KOM points are not on offer until the final hill. So we will most likely get a new leader in the KOM classification as we see Ertz just roll through the pack, not even attack, and get a gap. Van der Paar joining him also. Aaron Gate, the Kiwi superstar. He joins his teammate up the road. Ertz sits up for some stupid reason. Oh well, Aaron Gate, that's right, the Kiwi rider here. I sent all my Kiwi riders here. Yeah, you and an EF. Little Trek. Trek not doing badly, but not doing too amazingly, of course. I mean, it's only been 2 stages. Alpecin de Koenig on the front with their Israeli rider. Stoneham, the British rider for Bora, also on the front doing the pacemaking. Stop, go away, big dog. Breakaway of 3, semi-established 34 seconds. It is Cameron Scott, Aaron Gate, and Jean de Van der Paar. Question is, will they make it up this little rise? Hopefully they do. Ooh. It's gonna be close. Oh, Gianni Moscon has fallen. Groupama FDJ with Gianni Moscon abandons. Groupama FDJ was the second rider. Gianni Moscon is out of the race. Simon Consoni looks like he also crashed, but he's up and on his bike. There's a lone leader out in front. It is Cameron Scott with 18-second lead. Will Aaron Gate try again shortly? We will see. FCJ with the most unlucky race so far. Gianni Moscon out as well. You can't help but feel sad for the manager, having to redo probably 2 lots of schedules now. Anyway, looks like Cameron Scott's the only rider in the breakaway. Minute 4, yeah, maybe Wellens. Anyway, 5 kilometers to the intermediate point. Oh, I missed an attack. The rider from Mapai, who's in the KOM jersey, is getting in the break. Joined by Gigat from Bahrain. Reisberg, the Israeli, still on the front. There's a new bad luck Brian. Yeah, everyone's dead. It looks like the bunch are going to come back together for this intermediate sprint. Very small gap here. I don't know if this counts as a breakaway. 1.2 kilometers intermediate sprint. Where are the sprinters? Why are the sprinters not sprinting? Why are the sprinters not sprinting? What the hell? Oh, well, it looks like Gigat took that ahead of Remke, and then Reisberg takes 3rd. Absolutely correct there. They're all back together once again. Maybe we'll see a Fouché attack from Alpecin. Oh, Ava, the abbreviation for Soudal Quickstep in the DB. I can capitalize it on my end, but if it's lowercase for some reason. Anyway, it looks like it's Bahrain on the attack once again. Harry Sweeney in the break. Let's speed it up because I don't know what's going to happen here. For some reason, Fritten is not letting him go. Alpecin de Koenig do not want a breakaway. Another rider from Mapai, it is Thijs Ertz going once again. Is he allowed to go? It looks like Lotto Destiny are not happy with him going. So Wallen, oh, is Wallen trying to attack, is he? Perhaps. Either way, it looks like it is Freakton once again chasing down a breakaway. Ah. That's why Wallen wanted to attack. That's why he was chasing him down, but it is Alpecin de Koenig chasing. Will we see some sprinters sprint for this intermediate sprint? That is the question. Calzoni towards the front, Ella Philippe. Big team for Alpecin de Koenig driving the pace. We have Wallen trying to go for it once again, but he is blocked. Come on, someone wants to sprint for these sprint points. Like, come on. No, Wallen takes that ahead of... did Reisberg take that? Wallen, Frith and Reisberg. Anyway, very undulating route. Looks like no one's allowed to break away. Alpecin de Koenig are on patrol there as we see Aaron Gate, another Mapai rider, go once again on the attack. He is caught once again. Now it's Wallen's... No, it's George Jackson, the Kiwi now, is on the attack. George Jackson, recent winner of a stage at the New Zealand Cycle Classic. Of course, riding for Burgos in real life this year. No, Van der Poel's not on bonus seconds. Then we have Fouché doing some work. Not doing Fouché things, but he's on the front. He's a great rouleur, as said by the Mitchelton squad team when he was a stagiaire for them in 2019. Cool, the peloton is just chilling. Don't know what the hell's up with this stage. Rosberg being top 5 GC in the end. Jeez, those pink jerseys from Soudal Quickstep really stand out. We're about to begin the descent in towards Corkscrew Road. Peloton's getting a little bit strung out, but nothing that they cannot handle. Still nothing going on. They're averaging 32. They're just chilling. I hope their legs will be warmed up enough for this climb. We see an attack. Is that a Mapai rider off the front? I think it is. Bob Youngles now, the leader for Mapai, going on the attack. Mass Bonet first to counter Robert Stannard, former Kiwi turned Aussie, doing a bit of the pace making, but HTC kind of upsetting the bit of the chase there. Come on, Bob Youngles. Let's go. Give him hell. Don't know why you're attacking this early, to be honest. Would have waited to the climb. Oliver Nassen now on the front for Alpecin de Koenig. Julius Vandenberg helping out for EF. We begin Corkscrew Road, a 2.6 kilometer climb. Youngles better not be dead already. He better just be saving himself. 10 seconds is the gap. We see a few sprinters up here. There's Reisberg here at the front. Andreas Kron on the right hand side. Someone said he wouldn't do anything because they'd be working for Cavendish. They were wrong. Andreas Kron is now on the attack. Youngles tries to counter. Amador up there also. Come on, Youngles. Not biased at all, but come on, Youngles. We can do it. Bob Youngles on the attack. Will he take the KOM points? Bob Youngles takes the KOM points. Bob Youngles will be in the KOM jersey unless we see someone from the... Oh, Van der Poel, we have a slight small breakaway. 3 riders up the road. It is up to Amador to chase them down. Youngles, Kron and Van der Poel. If the 3 can work together, they can hold a gap. Let's make this exciting. Let's make it a thrilling finish. Come on, Youngles. We have some small splits happening in the peloton behind. As it looks like the Canadian Dimension Data rider cannot hold the wheel. Kron and Youngles are not going full gas. There's 2.8 kilometers to go. Come on, you two. It is now a bunch of 18 riders in a chase bunch behind, being led by Pidcock. Looks like it's going to turn up in a huge bunch sprint. We see Van der Poel at the front here as well. Oh, shit. Hit the wrong button. Anyway, Van der Poel's going to take the sprint ahead of Kron and Youngles there. There will be a gap back to Pidcock ahead of Smith. Van der Poel in the second bunch on the road. A few decent splits in the pack. Let's move that camera down a bit. Maybe these two will be in the same bunch. We'll see. Well, let's pray there's a gap from the front three. We are praying quite hard. Apologies about bringing that screen up by accident. Nice. We'll have to wait and see what the results are showing. Here comes the podium. No time gap for the front three. Matthew van der Poel takes the stage win, as I said, but unfortunately it was the 7-man break. Andres Kron in second, Bob Jungels third for Mapai, then Pidcock, Smith, Evenepoel, Paulus. GC is still Dainese with Van der Poel 10 seconds behind. Jungels moving up into the top 10, Cavendish still on fourth, Kron moving up as well. Remke must have gained some bonus seconds, he did. He's in fifth. So maybe Remke's in the youth jersey. Bob Jungels from Mapai leads the KOM classification with that attack over Corkscrew Road. Second place is Remke, his teammate then Ricard. Dainese still the points leader jersey. Van der Poel now up to second. Van der Poel will probably take the jersey for the second stage. And the young leader is the Kazakh rider. He lost the KOM jersey to his teammate, but now he's in the white jersey now. Mapai doing some reasonable showings here, and then it's all going to come down to the last stage anyway. And team classification, it says Alpecin and Koenig, but who knows? Damn, no time gap. That is absolutely not fun at all. Oh well, can't say it wasn't for trying. Oh, I'm sure you can tell that at stage 3. And we have it. Van der Poel moves up, Remke moves up, Kron moves up, Jungels moves up. A few riders falling down, but not too far. Anyone else is in the lead with the team jersey. Please show if gaps happen. Oh, okay. No. Gaps did not happen. Rest in peace. Stage 4 of 6, another sprint stage. Once again, going for Cav. For the sprint, he's got to take a win somewhere. Damn, wish some of those gaps happened, but at the same time I don't. Because if I did, my Kazakh rider would have lost time because he was in the back far bunch. Yeah, yeah, it was too weak, but bit of hope, bit of hope. Dun, dun. Yeah, let's go, Cav. Come on, Hillings. Let's get in the spirit. Let's get Cav a World Tour win this season. Invismo Lab. Lol. There we are, starting stage. Oop, wrong one. Stage 4. Confirmation of the jerseys. Van der Poel in the points on behalf of Dainese. Remke in the youth, Jungels in the KOM, and Dainese in the overall. Oh, and we see an attack straight away. It is Ricard. He wants that KOM jersey. He almost had it 2 days ago. He's going to go in the break today, try and gain some points to make it his. He's joined by Andre Amador and the Colombian from Lotto Destiny. They are being joined by the youth leader, 5th overall, the Kazakh rider from Mapai. But are they for Groupama FDJ trying to win back some... show that they're still in the race after losing their leader. Six riders up the road. Looks like they have been allowed to escape. Let's get these things back on. We have Ricard, Vekic and Amador up in the top 10 of the KOM classification, even if only a little bit of points. And Remke and Gutabonza, both of them also in the KOM classification, but more so on GC. But are they just in GC? They have a minute gap on the peloton now, led of course by Team Visma Lisa Bike. Intermediate sprint coming in about 2 kilometers. Will the breakaway sprint forward? I think it's going to be Ricard who will take it, I think. Ricard's second to launch his sprint, but he has got a huge gap. Berardi is going to take... No, the Colombian, the last minute pushed the line. Looks like he took it. As we see Amador and Remke distanced by the sprinting. Yep, Berardi took it just on the line. Back in the peloton, still Visma Lisa Bike, but this time Bora Hansgrohe for Dainese actually doing some work. That were just at the front, showing that they might do some work later on. 5 kilometers to the next intermediate sprint as we head back up the road to the breakaway. Amador, the Costa Rican champion for EF what do they call themselves this time? EF Education Easy Post. Dimension Data still looking fabulous in that green kit of theirs. Great exposure for the South African racing team. Groupama FDJ showing that they're still in the race, even after losing their leader, and Lidl Trek on the front. And Remke's first to sprint, but he realizes he has no match to anyone else. Ricard takes line orders ahead of Vekic and Berardi. Led Prospect Hill, small hill, but this was 7 points up for grabs. Let's hope our Kazakh rider can gain some points. He's on 7. He's tied equal with Ricard. If either one of them takes the if anyone takes the 7 or the 5 out of those two, they will lead the classification. 2 kilometers to the KOM point. Remke's about a bit to the back of this bunch here. Peloton's now being led by Sudal Quickstep. They're helping out in the pacemaking. 1 kilometer. I'm going to see Ricard attack now, I reckon. Remke moving up on the left-hand side of the screen. It is Ricard now on the left-hand side of the road. He's going to take the maximum points. He is Vekic in second. Remke in third. That moves Ricard from Dimension Data into the KOM classification, with Remke tying with Bob Youngles in second for 10 points. The Colombian rider is distanced off the back of the breakaway. He is 8th overall. Maybe he might be losing some time shortly. No, not really. It's actually a pretty flat stage now. It's a nice descent and a gentle run into the finish puncture for Alex Bodin of UAE as he is back in the peloton. Still Sudal Quickstep, Visma Lisa Bike and Bora Hansgrohe doing the pacemaking. 2-minute gap to the breakaway, 30 kilometers to go. I'd say it's going to be close, but no, it's not really, as the gap is just demolished in the last 5 kilometers. Masbonet and, Bahrain Victorious now helping out as well. There's the Bauhaus train somewhere deep in the peloton. 23 kilometers to go. Mitrian in the corner of the screen playing Pal World. And look at that, with that, Bauhaus's train is near the front. Van der Poel, whose train's there. Also, Pedersen. But where's Cavendish? Mark Cavendish, there he is. He's being led up by Axel Lawrence. Will he switch across to his other lead-out man? No, he won't. Looks like he's going to piggyback off Kokard, who's piggybacking off Dainese, who's piggybacking off Jakobsen. There's Corbin Strong for Mapai up in the mix. Hopefully we get a strong showing from him. Ten kilometers to go. Times 1 now on the left hand side. George Jackson being moved into position with Lotto Destiny. Do they have a bigger sprinter? Wallen? No. Pronsky for Groupama FDJ is moving up. Axel Lawrence. Patrick Bevan also coming to the forefront. Not sure what he's coming for. Willens is the leader. Naston through the middle. 6.2 kilometers to go. Corbin Strong all of a sudden switches across to Patrick Bevan. Looks like he's blocking Cavendish. Cavendish is too far back. I'm still got my money on Cavendish. He knows how to surf the wheels. Professional for a long time. Bauhaus almost blocked by Mayhofer as he slides to the back. Where is Jakobsen? Jakobsen's out of position. 3 kilometers to go. It is the Soudal Quick-Step train on the front now. Bauhaus and Jakobsen neck and neck. 1.8 kilometers to go. It's a slight uphill towards the line. Jakobsen launches. 1.2 k's to go. Rex is straight on his wheel on the out to right hand side. Tosh van der Sander. Not even. Jakobsen just not contested. Bauhaus in. Oh, Ewan takes second. Sliding out from Bauhaus as we see Patrick Bevan for Mapai being the sprinter who sprinted not strong. Out the back, a few riders losing time. No, the Kazakh rider in the youth jersey, he loses time today. You see Engelhardt, Cameron Scott, Mass Bonnet, and Stoneham losing time today. But the winner, of course, Fabio Jakobsen. Man, it's unbelievable. Everyone just gets their positioning all wrong. Sprints, unsprints. But Jakobsen takes that second stage win for him, I think, for Soudal Quickstep. But Ewan for EF showing himself up there. Where's Ackerman? He's in 4th. 2 Kiwis in the top 10. General classification still Dainese. Jakobsen moves now to the same time as Dainese. They're on the same time overall. Van der Poel 3rd. Cavendish 4th. Who's going to be in the youth classification? Looks like it's going to be Guti Bonza here on 10th in the youth. Ricard in the KOM jersey. Dimension Data gets their first jersey of the professional World Tour. Jakobsen in the points jersey, he will wear that outright. And am I am right, it was Guti Bonza in the youth lead. Jordan Gigat from Bahrain victorious in 2nd. Team classification, little trick, but apparently that changes between the stages. Stage 4 results. We look at the overall. We see Jakobsen moving up, Van der Poel moving down, Ewan, Bauhaus, Ricard moving up, Youngles down, Balade up. Right, a few riders lost a lot of time. Biggest loser, of course, Rudolf Remke from Mapai GB, down to 99th overall. The final stage for the sprinters. Geelong to Victor Harbour, Pedersen once again the favourite, and I think this time, I think Dumas is going to surprise everyone. He's been sitting in the wheels quite a lot, not being always up there, but I think Dumas is going to show us some class today. I was just checking. I had I had exported all the results. I had. Anyway, the last sprint stage before we climb at Willunga. I'm sure he will do quite well. Have to sell Pet. I'll take Pedersen. I'll trade Pedersen for anything. Actually, not anything, but you know, I'll give you ex-KOM leader Remking for Pedersen. Anyway, start of the final sprint stage. Jakobsen in points, Dainese in the Okra, Ricard in the KOM, and the Colombian back in the youth jersey. Are we going to see an attack from Mapai? If he continues from that. Quite a few Mapai riders here at the front. Albert Torres, Aaron Gate, and Thijs Ertz. Ertz is in the breakaway today. Hey! Awesome work for Mapai there. He's joined by Andre Amador. This is going to be a two-man break, is it? More messages than Mike. Another three riders getting into the breakaway. Callan O'Brien, Aaron Gate, and Wallen. Two riders from Mapai in the break. Excellent. Yeah, Stoneham doesn't like that for some reason. Apologies, you accept. Hey, I said I accept Pedersen. Can't take Pedersen off me with the draw. Aaron Gate's looking dead. Well, who are you not liking in the break? Stoneham. Well, there are now 5 riders at the front of the race. Stoneham is going full gas for Bora for some unknown reason. Kevin Point's got 10 points up for grabs. Hopefully one of these riders, not Amador, hopefully one of my Mapai riders does some damage here. Jeez, Bora's now got Soins on the front. The gap is now a minute. They're definitely going to catch them on the climb, but I don't know why they're pacing so hard. Dun, 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 dun. Amador, of course, the favourite for this, as we see Ertz dropped from the breakaway. He, of course, is a cobble specialist. Cyclocross rider. Belgian for Mapai. So close, absolutely. Oop. Oh, Wallen is up the road by himself. Looks like the whole breakaway is now dead thanks to the incredible pace set by Bora. Who's going to take the KOM points? That's the real question here. It is the rider from Lotto Destiny taking maximum KOM points there. We see a change in the overall? We don't. We just see Jonas Rickard on first and then 3 riders on second equal. 4 riders out in front. Amador's looking a bit dead. Everyone's looking a little bit dead. Aaron Gate, Commonwealth champion, I'm pretty sure. And a recent winner of the New Zealand Cycle Classic, winning every stage bar 1. Intermediate sprint, we see O'Brien beat Gate to the line, followed by, I think, Wallen. Gate, no, O'Brien and Wallen, yeah. Pretty slow stages, the breakaway's dead. Bora want to chase the breakdown, but not as intently as they did at the start. Never mind, the gap is dropping. Dimension Data's Belgian youth rider Bestin's had a puncture, but he is now back in the peloton. Breakaway is split in two. O'Brien and Amador being dropped as Aaron Gate goes it alone. Most combative rider. He is now being caught by Ryan Gibbons. Gibbons goes straight past him. Ryan Gibbons now front of the race. Lone attack. The gap he has is increasing. Puncture for Van der Paar, but he will make his way back to the peloton. Looks like Van der Paar's not making it back to the peloton. Gap is increasing now to 2 minutes for him. And while it's only 9 seconds for Ryan Gibbons, the only South African rider at the Tour Down Under for Dimension Data. He has been caught by Niels Pollitt. Alpecin de Koenig now coming to the front. Same with Soudal Quickstep. The big teams now showing their hand. Intermediate sprint incoming, and they're actually going to sprint for it this time. As we see Abasturi leading out Ackerman and Mayhofer for Bauhaus. No one else going to contend for the bonus seconds here. Ackerman goes on the left hand side of the screen, but it's Bauhaus on the right. Straight past him. Who's going to get third? It is the lead out man, Mayhofer, as Engelhardt straight to the front, leading the pack once again. It's just a bit of undulating route now, as we see Van der Paar still off the back. He's slowly catching up as the pace has dropped. Everyone's back together, 30 kilometers to go. Small little hills here and there, but I still expect... How steep are the bumps? Not too steep. Right, maybe you might see an attack on the final one, but not like extreme. I don't think it'd be cool if there was a break, but I don't think there will be. Let's go times 2. So we have the sprint trains ready. I don't think anyone's going to attack here. You know, at first I didn't like the Team Visma Lisa bike colours, but they actually stand out really well. The issue will be any race with a yellow jersey, they need to have, like Onse does, a jersey that, oh true, there might be some small splits. You are right, Ava. You are right. They'll have to change their jersey because it's going to match the leader's jersey colour. Let's get rid of the KOM one, we don't need that anymore. 9.6 kilometers to go. Up a little rise, it's still kind of keeping all together. Pedersen's on just off the wheel of his sprint lead out. Bauhaus, of course, once again, his team on the front doing the pacemaking. Ackerman moving up. Dainese hasn't got a team left because they all worked for him early in the day. They're climbing the climb now. Looks like there won't be any splits because no one's going full gale. Maybe here. Looks like Youngles has dropped the wheel. God damn it, Youngles. Oh, and you're setting up as well? For fuck's sake. They're actually setting up. What the hell? Look. If you're not in that front bunch, rest in peace your chances. Anyway, back to the front, 1.4 kilometers to go. Van der Poel launches a sprint. It's Fritten and Van der Poel. Van der Poel now, Bauhaus coming out of nowhere. Phil Bauhaus is going to take the stage. A late push by Ewan is too little too late. Bauhaus wins the stage. Rest in peace anyone in the second bunch. Eddie Dunbar doing an attack now for UAE. He's going to try and be the best of the rest, but no, he is swamped on the line. At the very... Oh, what the fuck? I will have a look. I will have a look at what this damn race has done. Anyway, podium. Bauhaus takes the stage ahead of Mayus, Ewan, Jakobsen. Yeah, Pedersen's in 6th. That's pretty good, right? Dainese is leading with Bauhaus and Jakobsen all tied for first equal. Best climber, Jonas Rickaert, still leading that classification. Jakobsen still leading the points this time by 14. Mayhofer now in the youth classification as we see. Holy shit, there's a huge gap. 9 riders in contention for youth. 1 rider. And everyone else not. Team classification, GW Urco Shimano. Okay. GW Shimano leads that with quite a few teams losing substantial time. Stage 5. Let's have a look at what that split is. 2 minutes 43. Dunbar loses time. Stannard. Martinez for Lidl Trek. Rickaert. Pidcock losing time. Giddings. Fouché. Pollitt. Betastella. Leonard Kamner for Bora. Miguel Angel Lopez. Ana Demar, of course. Albert Torres, Lastra, Almeida losing time, Alaphilippe losing time, Harper, Amador, Trenton, Rowe, Lawrence, Curry, Youngles, fuck's sake, Bevan, Hepburn, Puccio, big leader Puccio, Plonsky. So the question is who. So 35 riders kept up. Let's just hope your GC rider is in there. If not, rest in peace. GC, quite a few riders moving up. As we said, there's quite a few lost a lot of time. Bauhaus, Jakobsen and Dainese all first equal. Then Ewan, Vanderpoel 10 seconds down. Cavendish in 6th, 11 seconds. Evenepoel, the first of the Kron, the first of the GC contenders. 8th overall, 14 seconds and 20 seconds for Evenepoel, Strong, Paulus, Consoni. Maybe Madawa, Covey, Eckhoff, Higita. Meds Pedersen, I would probably definitely up there as well. Anyway, it's all to play for now. The final stage, Willunga Hill, the double ascension. It will say Evenepoel, right? Oh, Vanderpoel and Evenepoel. Alaphilippe, Pidcock, Baggioli, Madawa. I think we're going to see Vanderpoel win. I definitely think that's what's going to happen. He's going to win the stage. The final stage, 3 intermediate sprints, 2 climbs. Will we see a new leader of the KOM jersey? Oh well, at least my team should now work for Corbin Strong. A lot of the favourites are very quite far down in GC. Dainese, of course, in the lead. Maybe we'll see a large breakaway, fingers crossed, with some Mapai riders. Youngles in the break to get that KOM jersey off Rickaert. Dainese and of course the Okra, Jakobsen in the points, Rickaert in the KOM, and Mayhofer in the youth. Who's going to attack? Rondell from Lotto Destiny, the first rider off the front. Harry Sweeney, Aaron Gate, Wallen, O'Brien, and not Promsky. Lester is trying something. Pescador. Bastions. Let's get this top 10 of each of these. Oh, Kamna's not happy. There's someone Kamna does not like in the breakaway. Oh, it's Miguel Angel Lopez. Chillin'. Kamna definitely does not like someone. Donese is now at the front. Stoneham's here. He's here to do the pacemaking, of course. Keep this breakaway in check. As everyone is almost back together as three riders attack once again. Harry Sweeney, Aaron Gate, and Jonathan Lestra. But Stoneham's still not happy. Gate and Sweeney go again. Rondell's still out in front by himself. Stoneham once again still not content with the way the race is going. Shimalai is also not happy. He is on the front for his EF Education Easy Post. 8 kilometers to the first KOM point. Just 30 seconds now to that second group. The gap is now widening. 50 seconds as all three riders are together. Rondell has been overtaken by Sweeney. And, Gate. I missed that. I sped up instead of slowed down. I think Sweeney took it. Gate took it ahead of Sweeney, actually. And Rondell, will he take third? Absolutely he will. Gate's looking a little bit dead. Sweeney's looking a little bit dead. Sweeney has now dropped as Aaron Gate out in front by himself. I don't know why he's dropping so early. A new breakaway has been formed. Aaron Gate has been overtaken by Bullens and Miguel Angel Lopez in the WorldTour now. Well, last year I think he was Groupama last year, I think. Either way, there's three riders out in front. Aaron Gate just keeps drifting between no man's land and the back of this bunch. 18 Ks till the next sprint point. Peloton leading, led by EF Education Easy Post. Who are they working for? Nielsen Paulus probably for the overall. Or Caleb Ewan, because Ewan is 4th overall. Either. Could be one of those two. Bunch of three now working reasonably together. Aaron Gates sitting on the back though, as he is feeling quite tired from his earlier efforts. And no one really wants to look at his standout bright colours. They say it can give you. It's a big shock to the eyes, first time seeing it in the peloton. Puncture of course by Chris Harper. He'll be back in the peloton shortly. 800 metres to the intermediate sprint point. Why is Aaron Gate not even trying? Lopez takes the 3 bonus seconds. Bullens is the best placed overall in this bunch here. He is 20 seconds down. Looks like the peloton has increased their effort. It is Bahrain, EF and Bora on the front. Ineos now showing their face with Giddings there. Ineos would be working for Pidcock, but Pidcock lost a lot of time. So it could be Groves. Okay, Groves is the only rider that kept up. Last stage. Small splits happening in the peloton. Harper is still behind. Eddie Dunbar has launched an attack from the peloton as the breakaway was caught, and he is now the lone rider out in front. Eddie Dunbar has been rumoured to be linked to Ann Post next year. The big British time trial rider Giddings is on the front now. Pushing some huge watts there. Intermediate sprint incoming. Everyone saving themselves for the final climb, are they? Will Dunbar gain some bonus seconds here? Chris Harper is completely out of as he is already 3 minutes down, but he's also now 3 minutes behind the peloton. Fouché chilling at the back with the rest with the Mapai squad for some god knows reason. Everyone's all back together as Jakobsen and Dainese now on the front. They don't want to be dropped, especially up these hills. Jeez, everyone's going really slow. Maybe Harper will catch up. Harper's back together. Everyone's all back together here. 16 kilometers to the first ascent of Willunga Hill. Will we see a large split on the first ascent? 8 kilometers to the top. Willunga Hill has begun as we see Oscar Chamberlain and Alaphilippe now at the front of the group. Alaphilippe needs to win by at least 3 minutes to take the overall. Will we see a long range attack from someone? A few of the sprinters are up here. Pedersen, Jakobsen, Ewan. A few riders already looking dead. Who is that there? The rider at the front. It is Julius Vermouth. Higito chilling in the peloton. Anyone who's near the back of the bunch, like the Mapai squad, it would be totally stuffed by now. So we come to the first ascent. Is Cavendish's GC Kev gonna go over the top first, is he? No, but he's near the front and he is dead as we see him slow almost to a crawl. Over the top first is Chamberlain, taking maximum points in that KM classification. He is now 4th. It'll come. Oh, we're gonna get points on the final climb. Ricard has won the KM classification. God damn it! Everyone's still together. There'll be a few dead riders at the back, but they're all still here. Okay, more the Mapai team at the back. At the front, it is Soudal Quickstep leading with Ineos as well. Caden Groves on the front. Is he working for Pidcock for a stage win? Or is he going to go? Looks like he's not going for the overall because he is their best placed rider. Down the descent to the final ascent of Willunga Hill. Looks like it's going to be a mass sprint finish. I think we will see a masterclass by Matthew van der Poel. Here's van der Poel sitting behind Dainese. Don't forget that van der Poel's 10 seconds down. Dainese, Jakobsen and Bauhaus are all on the same time. Groves pulls across to the side. There's now Oversturi on the front for Lidl Trek. Oscar Chamberlain still there. Florian Seneschal. Nielsen Paulus attacks on the left. Corbin Strong is straight into his wheel. Mapai has been hiding this whole race. Finally in the action. Beggioli up there. Dainese, Madoua. Van der Poel is on that move. Pidcock following and Alaphilippe. Ewan is about to drop the wheel. There's a group of 8 out in front. It's going to be one of these riders. We see Alaphilippe on the right hand side of the road. Can Corbin Strong mark him? That is the question. 800 metres to go. Corbin Strong launches through the middle and he's dead. No! Looks like everyone's dead here. Maybe not Paulus, not Van der Poel. But as Van der Poel's left it too late. Looks like Pidcock is going to take the win here. Paulus takes second. The question is, will there be time gaps? Looking at this, probably not. Andreas Kron also up there in 7th actually. Alaphilippe, a nice strong showing. HTC Columbia, nice strong showing for them. Pedersen's going to be top 20. Yeah, boy oh boy. Yeah, I know. Is there any gaps, like distinctive gaps, or maybe one here, maybe not actually, as Groves might make that not into a gap. Definitely a gap here. Amador, Pronsky, Duby, Reisberg, Puccio, Ricard, he's happy, he's won his KM jersey. Where the fuck is Youngles? Aaron Gate and the Rimkey right at the back of the race. Now we have final podium of the race. Thomas Pidcock wins the stage with Nielsen Paulus in the same time, 4 seconds back for the next lot of riders. Is there any Paulus has won? No, one of the sprinters will have, I think. Van der Poel takes the win, same time as Paulus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Unlucky. HTC in 3rd, Beggioli in 4th, Remco, then Corbin Strong, Timo Klick, Soudal Quickstep, 3 riders. Then Madoua, Covey, Higita, Ricard of course, KM classification, then Youngles, Wallen, Chamberlain and Remke. Nice work, Dimension Data. Points classification, Fabio Jakobsen, Bauhaus, Dainese. Unlucky Dainese losing out on that last stage. Cavendish down to 8th. There were some time gaps, but not heaps. Let's have a look. Bergioli takes the youth classification ahead of Remco, Evenepoel, Strong, and Kielich. HTC Columbia take the team classification. We'll clarify that in the actual results. What a waste of race days. You're telling me? I should have done the direct strategy and sent a not so good team just to see what happens. Anyway, there's the final stage. Stage 6 of the Tour Down Under. There is some time gaps, as you see. Lidl Trek all coming in 30 seconds down. A mountain stage, so of course the time gaps are just like almost made up. While the time gap 54 seconds back to the Bauhaus group. Minute 18 for Patrick Bevan leading across Vekic, Youngles. And then Demar losing 142. GC Demar is dead. Yeah, I know, I got 10 points, but still. Overall, GC Van der Poel is confirmed as the winner of the Santos Tour Down Under Season 2. Paulus second on the same time. Andres Kron, HTC in third. We have a Soudal Quickstep 3 riders in the top 10. Corbin Strong is up to 6th. Madawa, Covey and Higita round out the top 10. Then you have the sprinters. Dainese, Ewan, Ackerman. Pedersen is 15th overall, 35 seconds down. I'm just grabbing a few more riders to screenshot. Do top 60, but you see there's Dunbar down there. Alaphilippe in 37th. He of course lost time on that 5th stage. We had that stupid time gap. Points classification, Jakobsen. Cheers, Ava. Better result, please. Pay me more. Points classification, Fabio Jakobsen takes the points. At a Bauhaus Dainese, looks like Van der Poel jumps Ewan there. Mountain Rickard. Bloody hell, Rickard. Taking my KOM jersey. Oh well, it is what it is. And Bergioli, damn, he jumps everyone up to first in the white leaders jersey. Soudal Quickstep, quite a decent haul of points here. And confirmation of the team classification, it is Soudal Quickstep. HTC Columbia do not win that classification. Who came last? Dimension Data and FDJ. FDJ didn't do too badly, did they? Let's have a look what their best rider did following the abandon of Cockart in 28th. Not the best, not the worst. After abandon of 2 of their riders, Shimano got good. Cheers, Joe. See ya. Bahrain victorious 10th overall. Bolton was of course not in it. EF Education 2nd. Madawa in 8th for GW Shimano. 3rd for HTC Columbia. Ineos in 33rd with Caden Groves. Pidcock of course losing that 3 minutes. Ackerman 13th. Martinez lost at 3 minutes. Although Destiny 22nd. Corbin Strong 6th. Youngles losing at 3 minutes. Soudal Quickstep 4th, 5th, 7th. Dimension Data looks like everyone lost a lot of time for them. Pedersen, best rider for Visma Lisa Bike. Lost a lot of time there. Consoni, best for UAE. UAE, who looked the strongest on paper with Almeida and Lopez and Dunbar, they all lost a lot of time today. And of course, Van der Poel won overall. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your evenings, peeps.
I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going, I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff, everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once, I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back, yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun, shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I fall, yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing, never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it, never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving, yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm